everybody. When I'm in Georgia, I wouldn't dream of not paying a visit to Chef Scott Peacock's Watershed restaurant in Decatur for some of his outstanding fried chicken, which is soaked in buttermilk and lightly coated with an unusual combination of dry ingredients for the crispiest skin I've ever tasted. So watch how Scott makes his fried chicken using flour and cornstarch and buttermilk.
My delicious fried chicken comes from combining my favorite chicken frying tips from both Alabama and Virginia. Let me show you what I mean. We have a 3-pound chicken here cut up into 8 serving pieces, and we're going to make a brine to soak it in overnight. So we put a cup of salt in for a gallon of water, or in those ratios, and just stir till it dissolves. Keep this cool, and then put the chicken pieces in here and let them take a bath overnight in your refrigerator, 8 to 12 hours. Thank you. And then after they come out of here, we take them and put them into a buttermilk bath for another 8 hours or so. We have some in here, and then we take them out and drain them on a cooling rack to get ready to fry them. Now for frying them, I like to use a mixture of lard and butter, and we have a pound of lard in here already. And then we're going to put a bit more in here and some delicious whole butter. And then I think one of the great secrets, and this is a real Virginia tip that I learned from my friend Edna Lewis, is to take some bits of country ham, really wonderful cured, dry cured ham, has a salty and also a very smoky, delicious flavor, and add those. And we'll simmer that for several minutes and skim it until the country ham comes up a nice brown color. So we have this fry mixture now, this fat mixture that's been simmering for a few minutes on very low heat, and you skim it as it goes to take out any of the impurities. And then when the ham pieces are a nice brown, remove these. Great. All right, so now we're ready to dredge our chicken and fry it in this wonderful fat mixture. So we need to make a dredge first. We have a cup of all-purpose flour, and we add to that a teaspoon of salt and a half teaspoon of freshly ground black pepper and 2 tablespoons of cornstarch. And just stir that to mix it really well. And then take the chicken and really squeeze off all of the buttermilk that you can. You don't need to rinse it or go to that extreme, but just squeeze off what you can. And put it in here. And then roll around the flour. And you really don't want a heavy coating. That's why you squeeze off the buttermilk. And then you want to pat this really carefully so it's just this idea of flour, this rumor of flour. And then put it piece by piece in just wonderfully flavored fat. And fry it until it's golden brown and cooked all the way through. And then when it's done, I like to drain it on a wire cooling rack, just like we did with the buttermilk. And there you have it. This fried chicken is delicious no matter how you eat it. Hot, warm, room temperature, and even cold. Enjoy.
Scott's recipe for fried chicken is sure to be the hit of your next party. Thanks, Scott. Coming up, I'm going to be taking questions from our audience, so please don't go away.
Coming up, Chef Roberto Santabanez makes a delicious seafood stuffed pineapple dish from his cookbook, Rosa's New Mexican Table. You don't want to miss this.